Hey there, Shalom from Israel. This is Nesher from Voice for Israel Ministries. And today is a special day. It's called Shushan Purim. It's the 15th of the month of Adar. And so we've been celebrating for a couple days now this festival of Purim, the festival of lots. And there's so much in the book of Esther. But I was just reading this morning this scripture, and I just wanted to share with you one of the themes of Purim that is in the book of Esther, and it's from Psalm 69, verse 17. It says, "Hear me, O Lord, for your loving kindness is good. Turn to me according to the multitude of your tender mercies, and do not hide your face from your servant, for I'm in trouble." Do not hide your face from your servant, for I'm in trouble. You know, it's a tough thing when it seems like God is hiding his face from us. You know, it says you hid your face and I was troubled. But this is one of the themes of Purim, of the book of Esther, is that sometimes God hides his face from us. And, you know, even the name Esther, the nice Jewish girl that was an orphan and became the queen of Persia and saved her whole nation from their enemies, from Haman and all the anti-Semites. And even her name, Esther, comes from this word seter that means hidden or concealed. So Esther concealed her Jewish identity until it was the time to reveal it. And so this word seter means hidden or concealed. And it's one of the themes of Purim, is about God being hidden. Because do you know, in the whole book of Esther, God's name is not mentioned even once. God is not obviously in the book of Esther, and yet he is there. He is working behind the scenes. So I just want to encourage you that if you just feel like, wow, where is God, you know, in all of this, he is there. He is at work, even if we don't see him, even if we don't feel him. He is there. He's at work behind the scenes. He's arranging everything. We can just see throughout the book of Esther how he was putting everything into place and the people into place, arranging all the circumstances towards the end result of victory. So God's at work in our lives, even if we don't actually see him and it seems like he's hiding his face. So I just wanted to share this little story about something that happened to me. That I went to the store just to pick up a couple things. We call the corner grocery store, the little convenience store, we call it a makolet. So I went to the makolet and I just had to pick up a couple of things. So my son Avi dropped me off. I said, just, you know, drop me off. I'm just going to run in and get a couple things and then, you know, just pull over here and I'll come right back to the car. So he said, okay. So I went into the makolet, I got my couple things, I came out, it was summer, I remember it was summer, it was a really hot day, and so I'm schwitzing, it's like really hot, and I come out and I don't see Avi, I don't see the car, I don't see Avi, and I'm like, well, where is he gone? And so I stood there with my bags waiting for a little while, but I'm like in the hot sun, and so okay, so I found a place in the shade, and then I thought, well, maybe he's just gone around the block. Maybe there was no parking or something. He's probably just gone around the block. I'll just wait here for him. As I'm waiting, no, he's not coming. I don't see him. I looked up, I looked down, I look, you know, it's like when Job said, I look forward, I look backwards, side to side, I don't see him. I can't see God. And yet Job said, but I will see my Redeemer face to face, you know. And so anyways, looking for Avi, not there. So I started to get a little bit worried. I thought, what am I going to do? How am I going to get home? It was too far to walk and it was too hot. And I started to get really worried. So I thought, well, no problem. I'll just call him. Then I remembered, because I just ran out of the house, I didn't take my cell phone. So I didn't have my cell phone. So after another few minutes, I went into the makolet. I asked somebody, can I use your phone just to call somebody? And they're like, sure, you know, everybody here in Israel's family. So get the phone, and then I realized his number's in my contacts and I didn't have it memorized. And I'm like, what is his number? What is his number? It just came to me like out of the blue. It came to me. I punched in the number. I said, hope this is it. He answered me and I'm like, Avi, where are you? Where are you? And he said, well, I'm just up the street. You know, there was no parking there, and so I just parked up the street. And he was so far up the street that I didn't see him, and I was like, okay, well, can you come and get me? You know, I've been standing out here. He's like, okay, sure. So he's coming around to get me, and I'm thinking inside, okay, I'm cool. I'm okay with this. I'm fine. I'm not going to get upset. You know, everything's all right. Everything's fine. And I get into the car and I burst into tears. I start crying. And he's like, Mom, what is wrong with you? Like, what's the matter? And I said, I couldn't see you. I couldn't see you. I thought that you had left me. I thought that you had abandoned me. And he's like, Mom, I would never just leave you there. You know, I would never abandon you. And I was like, why am I so emotional? Oh, for goodness sake, you know, I'm not usually. And when I got home, I felt like God speak to me to say, Hannah, that's how you feel sometimes. You feel like you can't see me. You feel like maybe I have abandoned you. I've forgotten you. And he said, I will never leave you and never forsake you. And actually, when I came to faith, that was the scripture that I heard, is he will never leave you and never forsake you. So I just want to encourage you, if you're kind of just feeling like, where is God in all this craziness, maybe in your personal life or in the world, he's there. One of his names actually is Jehovah Shammah. Shammah just means there. You know, God is there. He's inside of us. He is with us. His name is Emmanuel, with us, God. He's always with us. And he'll never leave us. There's nowhere it says that we can go that will be away from his spirit. You know, whether we go to the heights or to the depths, nowhere that we can go away from his spirit. So he's always watching over us. He loves us. He cares about us. And so when you read through the book of Esther, you know, just keep this theme in mind. God works in secret places. You know, he formed us in our mother's womb, in the dark, in the secret place. You know, that word seter, it says that we dwell in the secret place of the Most High God, Seter Elyon. You know, and look at the seed, that it grows and it develops under the ground, in the dark, in the secret places where we can't see it. So if you don't see God, you don't see what he's doing, it's like, where are you? He's there. He's at work. He knows what he's doing. He's in control. Trust in him. So, and let's end with this last scripture from Isaiah chapter 8, verse 17. He says, I will wait on the Lord. And in Hebrew, it's actually not the word wait, but hope. I will wait on the Lord, who hides his face from the house of Jacob, and I will hope in him. So even when it seems like God's hiding his face, in Hebrew that's called hester panim, the hidden face of God, let's keep hoping in him, okay? Happy Purim, happy Shushan Purim today, and shalom from Israel.